We are concerned that a lot of these restrictions are arbitrary and not really furthering the public health goals that they're trying to achieve.
Canada is a vast summer playground, and with COVID-19, it's already being labeled the summer of the staycation. But with the virus still a threat, many provinces may be off limits.
We at the CCLA do have concerns that these restrictions that provinces are putting in place may violate the charter. They may not be powers that any single provincial or territorial government have.
There are no restrictions in BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, or Ontario. But there might not be a welcoming party when you touch down at Toronto's Pearson International. New rules mean only travelers are allowed inside terminals. Even hard-hit Quebec has started to lift restrictions.
Canadians have the right to move freely within the country. At this point, I think that still really should be the default position.
All visitors to Manitoba have to self-isolate for 14 days. It's the same for Nova Scotia. But New Brunswick is screening everyone who enters the province, and if you don't have the right answers, you could be told to leave. Newfoundland and Labrador closed to pretty much all non-residents a month ago.
We were in touch with a woman who now lives in Halifax, but whose family is in Newfoundland. Her mother passed away suddenly at the beginning of May, and she had a plan to self-isolate. She contacted the province and sought an exemption, and she was denied.
PEI has some of the strictest policies. You need to go through an extensive pre-travel approval process if you do want to head to the island.
Again, there may be justifications for saying people coming in from another place need to have a period of self-isolation, but placing absolute bars on certain people entering the province we see as quite problematic.
The closer that everyone follows the health advice around COVID-19, the better the chances some of those restrictions will be eased or removed completely. But you'll still want to do your research before loading up and hitting the road. In Calgary, Jonathan Muma, City News.